Hey guys, this is Philip Morris with Victory Life Church IT department, and just wanted to make a video about the Ubiquiti Unifi Access product. I haven't seen a lot around on YouTube, and we use quite a bit of the Ubiquiti Unifi products in all of our church locations. And so here's the Unifi Access Starter Kit that is actually now available publicly on their store, and was really excited to get to try this because we've been looking for some of our locations for a door controller software, and I knew this was coming because we have the early beta sign up for our stuff. But then again, I won't go in super depth on this. I already have it installed and up and running, and I figured I would just kind of show you firsthand. I am ordering another one of these kits for our other locations, and so at that time I will do an unboxing and show you a in-depth tutorial on actually hooking it up, mounting it, setting it, and configuring all the policies and stuff. Anyway, super excited. Again, have mercy on me. This is my first YouTube video ever to do, so hopefully you'll get something good out of this. So the first thing I would probably point out is that the Unifi Access, in order for it to run, does require the Unifi Dream Machine Pro. So I just figured I would kind of give you a forewarning there. If you have a USG or something like that, it's not going to work. So here I'll just kind of show you my messy setup network here. Okay, so here you see that I have the UDM Pro, and below it I have a Unifi 16-port switch, 150 watt. The Unifi Access UA hub does require power over Ethernet, so PoE plus or PoE plus plus. So that's how I have it hooked up. I've got it hooked up right here as a trunk port between port 8 and port 16. So I will show you the Unifi hub next. Okay, we're in our fancy hallway here. As you can see, for the Unifi Access, you get the Unifi hub, which is right here. I have mounted up there on the wall. Okay, so the first device of this is the UA hub, and this is the main box where your strike locks or your mag locks connect up to, as well as the UA Pro and the UA Lite. You can see that the black cable on the far left is the PoE that comes from the 16-port switch to power this hub, and I have the other black Ethernet cable plugged up to the UA Lite, which is the device that you wave your hand over and unlocks the door. And then the blue cable is the UA Pro that's on the outside that we'll look at in just a minute. Okay, so what's keeping this door closed right here is the mag lock that I've got. It's getting 12 volts of power that's coming from the UA hub that is up in the ceiling. So it is locked, it's working good. You've got the UA Lite that is for exiting the door. So all you gotta do is hand wave, unlocks the mag lock. I've got it set to 5 seconds and the door should lock back. All right, let's see if we'll come back out here. And next you got the UA Pro, which I have set for entry. It only uses the NFC cards right now from Ubiquiti to register and be able to unlock the door. I was hoping they would have the ability to unlock with a smartphone or through this camera here, maybe through face recognition software. I'm sure that'll come out sometime in the future from Ubiquiti, but just wanted to show you this actually in person, what it does. So you can see right here, it's got the name of our department, which I set in the Unifi Access controller, which is pretty cool. It's got a little doorbell thing down here that says it's not supported, so I'm sure that's coming out from Ubiquiti as well. But we'll go ahead and do this right here.
Welcome, Philip.
And there you go. The mag lock is released, and after 5 seconds, it should lock back. Okay, so we are here at the landing page of the Unifi Dream Machine Pro. You can see that I'm running 3 different controllers here. I'm running our network controller, our protect controller, which is our surveillance stuff, and our new access controller, which we have the Unifi UA Hub, the Pro, and the Lite. So let's go into this. And here it comes up to the main dashboard, kind of gives you a condensed time frame of entries and exits with the different people we have set up. It's got our captures that the UA Pro has with the video camera on the front. So every time you try to scan your card, it'll take a 10-second capture of that event, which is pretty cool. And it also records audio, so that's kind of nice. So next we have our elements section, and of course, first time you're not going to have anything in here until you power up your hub, your UA Pro, and your UA Lite. So let's see. Let's click on this. We're going to click on the UA Hub. You have the overview field here, and you can see that it shows you the active ports that are on that hub. So our left side here is our PoE port that is getting power from our 16-port switch to power the UA Hub. We have our port that our UA Lite is connected to, and our port that our UA Pro is connected to as well. If you wanted to see the front of the hub without having to physically go look at it to see what's connected to it, you can click on the check wiring, and it kind of gives you a front diagram of your hub. And you can see here that our mag lock, we've got our normally closed position here and our composition, and that's what our mag lock is running off of. So it's a pretty cool feature that they put in here. Scrolling down, you can see what's connected to the hub here is the UA Pro and the UA Lite. We've got the config section where you can name your UA Hub. Whatever you name here will also update the name to your UA Pro and your UA Lite here. Elements right here, your UA Hub. This is where you can set the hold time before your strike or your mag lock reactivates. So we have ours set to 5 seconds. The UA Pro, you have what type of direction you're going to go with. We have our set for entry, and then our UA Lite for exit. And of course, right now, the only authentication methods you have is the NFC cards from Ubiquiti. I have not tried any third-party NFC cards, so I'm kind of curious to see if those would work. If anybody else has, please comment in the sections or in the comments field and let us know. Right now we have ours set to hand wave to exit. Policy, this is the policy that is applied to the UA Hub. What is set here in blue is the time frames in which the door remains automatically unlocked. Anything outside of this, the door will go into a locked state. And this is actually set by the schedules section over here within policy. So that's where you would set that up. And we'll take a look at that in just a second. Scrolling down a little bit further, first person in, haven't tried it. Here, let's go into edit and see what we got. So you got a first person in. I guess if you click on that, first person in list. I don't know what that really means. I haven't seen any information online either about it. So if someone knows, please comment. And then the access policies that are applied to this UA Hub. Activity field just shows a summary of your activity here. And manage, you have the ability to reboot the device or forget it or give feedback to Ubiquiti. See, the next section here is the user section. This is where all your users live and where you can view how the NFC cards are assigned to the users. You can set them up two ways. You can set them up by going to user, and you can add a user here, and you add the user, first name, last name, the role that they're going to play, and then the NFC card. You can see that there's nothing assigned to them right now, but once you create the user, you can go into NFC cards and you can add a card, and you can choose which device that you want to register that card on. So if for some reason your UA light was closer to you, you could select this so you don't have to walk as far to register your card, or you can register the card through the UA Pro. It doesn't matter. Once you register, you'll be able to access off both devices. Once you choose one of the devices you want to register the card with, you just take the card over, stick it in front, and the UA Pro right here, you'll hear a ding, and then another window will pop up showing that it registered, and then you have the option to add this card to an existing user or add them as a new user. Next section is policies. The default admin policy that was created when we added the UA light. So I guess this is automatic. I didn't assign this admin policies to our specific door. I went ahead and created another one, and I named it IT department. And and of course, we only have one UA Pro and one UA light, so this was the only option to choose. And you add your people that are allowed to access that specific door based off of this, and then as well as the schedule, which has to do with these people up here. So I know previously you saw that the here in Elements, I know that you saw the schedule, IT department allowed hours. This schedule is for when the door locks and unlocks from the UA hub. Don't get that confused with the policies in here. This schedule, which you can do allowed hours, but if you do allow access here, that means these people outside of this schedule can still scan their cards and be able to enter the door. So for this group, I have always access assigned to this group, so that way these people can come in and out anytime they want to. I would assume if you selected this one, if they scan their NFC card even outside of this, they're going to get a deny. That's a quick overview of the policies section. Over here you have schedules. This is where you create your schedules, and this is where you can set up multiple schedules that you want to do to lock and unlock your door. So looks like this is not, it's a little bit tricky. And then holiday groups. I haven't gone over holiday groups yet. I probably will in the next video. Visitors section. This is where you can set up visitors and give them a card, I guess a reason for their visit. I haven't really played with this either. You can set up additional details about them, and I guess person to visit. Yeah, I don't know much about that yet. And then of course, the last section you have access logs, which is just a place where you can view all the activities and things that have been going on with all the card swipes, entries, and exits. Events is just another type of log that you can view. And captures is where the UA Pro captures all of the the card entries. So. And last but not least, you got the settings. General, there's nothing really much in here. Preferences. Right here you have advanced security, only allow UA card. So I would assume that Ubiquiti is coming out with more authentication methods, and I guess when that does happen, if you only want your users to gain entry to a door, you can select this and it will only allow that UA card type entry. And I don't know if that means even third-party NFC cards. So I guess maybe there's a way that these Ubiquiti cards, or there's a way that the UA Hub or the UA Pro knows that it's just a Ubiquiti card, not a third party. So I'm just kind of curious. I haven't implemented that yet. So you have Capture UA Pro required. We have this set, and we have our UA Pro to record 10 seconds worth of video upon entry events with the NFC cards. So this section, the network, is just telling what network you have that the UA Pro needs to be on to talk to the Unifi Access controller. And you can see that we have multiple different VLANs, but Ubiquiti says that the UA Hub needs to be on the same network as the Unifi Access controller. So if you have your UA Hub set to a different VLAN on a different network, it's probably not going to show up in your elements list. So just keep that in mind. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you got something kind of out of this. Sorry if it was a little long-winded. I will do another video when we get our another kit in that will go over the whole unboxing, installation, and setup, everything from start to finish. So again, thank you for your patience. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day. Our IT department. Actually, I don't like that. Okay. Crap. I am a systems.
2 hours later.
Or should I do, what's up, YouTubers?
No. Don't do that.
And unified nerds? No. Okay. I'm getting so nervous here.
It's okay. We can delete all of this.
All right,
So
good.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
You see that I've got it hooked up to a small mag lock here that's keeping our door. Crap. Pause it.